Of late, as I visited the West Nile, I was traveling from Yumbe and I had to go to a village called Midigo to find a place, and this place is full of conservation enthusiasts. So I had to give them a visit and listen to what they were saying. It is really beautiful.
George Akuma is my name, the General Manager for Sea Nut and Natural Oils Conservation Limited. I am here to talk about conservation of shea. Before that, I wanted to drive our attention far back. In the past, we used to have a lot of shea trees in West Nile. And these trees got depleted because of cutting down for very many purposes. And these different purposes are of dynamics, to the extent that others cut down for charcoal, others cut down for wood. I think from the time tobacco became an economic alternative in West Nile, many farmers cut down these trees to cure tobacco. And that's where the biggest challenge, like in Terego, where I come from, happened. There used to be many of these shea trees. People eventually cut down these trees in the name of using it for wood for the purpose of curing tobacco. So from that time, you find these trees are either very few in Terego right now or they are not there. Now this is a very, very big negative impact in the community in terms of ecosystem and the biodiversity. So this comes back to the next place closer to Terego, which is Yumbe. In Yumbe, there used to be many of these trees also. Due to the influx of refugees, these trees have been cut down, and also tobacco came to Yumbe. Again, the trees were cut down. Again, now the most impactious one is the charcoal. So people of Yumbe cut down these trees for purposes of charcoal. To me, the reason is they need quick income. So the quick income they need, the means is just to cut down the trees for purpose of charcoal, so that they quick get the money to do what they think they can do with. So this is a very big challenge in Yumbe here. I have seen it with my own eyes. If you look at the Nilotica Shea Belt, which begins from Moyo, it comes to Yumbe, and then it goes to Koboko. Because now Terego is barely left with nothing in terms of these shea nut trees. So the belt now comes from Moyo, Yumbe, and the Koboko. This is where we talk about, if you want the Nilotica, we talk about the Nilotica Shea Belt, which I've just finished talking about. So these trees are now along this stretch. We call it the belt. This stretch, we have also challenges. There are people who continuously cut down these trees, but with the help of local government, we have set our laws clearly. They help us to also encounter people who are cutting down these trees, which means the sustainability of our company to get raw materials to continue with its operations will only be guaranteed when we stop the communities from cutting down these trees along the shea belt, and also generate seedlings that we use to plant back the already cut down trees. Like I said, we really need to push to areas of Terego and other areas where these trees have been cut down. This is how the problem started. From this problem is why we exist. We train the communities not to cut down these trees for charcoal, also not to set the trees on fire, meaning we tell them to control bush burning, because bush burning will impact on the burning of shea trees too, because they stay in the wilderness. So some also cut them for wood purposes, you can see. So these are all the challenges that we found. After all, we can integrate other crops into these shea systems. We can also plant trees like fruit trees into these systems. We can plant crops under these trees because the canopies can't affect, because the canopies are higher up. So you can end up growing your crops in between the shea trees. So the issue of cutting down them because they can kill the crops is not really valid. So I then think, for the purpose of apiary, it is also vital for you to incorporate bees into these systems, because it helps at the time of flowering, which is also a very nice ecosystem restoration when we engage into apiary under these trees. Also, you can keep animals. You can go keep your animals in these systems. So there are many other agricultural activities that can be integrated into shea agro system. So we are glad if other partners could also come and hold our hands as we move this journey. We will really be very grateful for that.
I have one last question as we are winding this up.
Yes, please.
What would be your request to someone out there who wants to support your cause or the projects that are happening here? And if they want to reach out, what are the projects you are currently doing that are supporting this call which you are making at this moment?
Thank you very much. I believe there are partners who also journey the common cause of conservation. There are many outside there, except they may not realize us because we are community-based. We have decided to exist in the community because we are developing the community. In the course of our conservation journey, we really request that if partners will need to journey with us, they are welcome. And there are many parts of conservation that they could also help in, like generating more seedlings, because we generate the seedlings from nurseries and we divide it to the communities to be planted. We give trainings to the communities from the start up to the end. Trainings like raising the nursery seedlings from the nursery site, and also transplanting the seedlings, and then we supervise them. We train them on how to integrate other crops into these systems after transplanting. We also train things to do with the post-harvest training, like now when the seeds begin to fall from the tree, with their fruits, how can you know that the fallen fruit is mature one? And how can they keep them? We actually give them the full package of shea post-harvest techniques. This is what we do. So conservationists and other partners could come, and they come and listen to us what we do here, and that can give them the platform to see where they can fix to help the common cause. We are an organization. We are profit making because we thought of our sustainability, because most of the organizations, they can come, NGOs, they can do their projects. After that, they go. That means the projects die. They follow them. That's why we are profit making. We thought of the sustainability. That means if an NGO comes to us and implements a project with us, and then the continuity of that project is guaranteed. In doing that, you see our shea butter runs 100 grams, we sell it 200 grams, we sell it 300 grams, 500 grams, and 1 kilo, and also above. So in each bottle we sell, we pick out 1,000 from the sales, we keep it aside. So every bottle that you see we have sold out there, the 1,000 is guaranteed for conservation purposes. So that is how we support our conservation agenda in this company of ours and also in this community. We have youth communities in form of cooperatives. They are from along the Nilotica Shea Belt, beginning from Moyo to Yumbe and then to Koboko. So we train them. Right now they have nursery sites where they are working on their seedlings. They water them. We give them the full package of the training. That's what we do. But it's not any big. It is in minimal quantities. So what we request from the partners is to maybe come in and also expand such projects, such that the restoration project can be guaranteed.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks.